So only 5 marks question. The principle of superposition and wave packets. This is only 5 marks question. No? Very important question, that one. So here the principle of wave packets. This is rest of the two wave functions. That is two wave function. Here J1 of x comma y comma z comma t, x comma y comma z comma t, and J2 is equal to x comma y comma z comma t. That is two wave functions there. J1 of x comma y comma z comma t, and J2 is equal to x comma y comma z comma t. That is two functions there. So the two wave functions, that is the sum of the sum of j into x comma y comma z comma t is equal to j1 plus j2. j1 plus j2. That is the formula. j1 plus j2. That is the two or more wave transfers the same space, the independently of one and another. Therefore, the total displacement of point due to the number of ways. Simply the vector sum of the displacement. The vector sum of the displacement produced by the individual waves. Is known as the principle of superposition. What is the superposition mean? That is two or more waves transfers the same space independently one and another the part of the value. అయిపోయిందా? కంప్లీట్ అయిందా? దట్ ఈస్ రాంగ్. క్యాల్కులేషన్ రాంగ్ చేశాను నేను. మీకు 38, 42, 49 అట్లా సంథింగ్ చేస్తే 50 ఎడ్జెస్ రావాలి. క్యాల్కులేషన్ రాంగ్ పోయింది. ఈ వాల్యూ ఎంత వచ్చింది? ప్లీజ్ 1 minute అండి. 0.017 అంటే కరెక్ట్ వచ్చింది. క్యాల్కులేషన్ లో న్యూమరేటర్ బై డినామినేటర్ చేసిన తర్వాత ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ యూ క్యాల్కులేట్ మీ వాల్యూ. మీ వాల్యూ ఈ వాల్యూ ఎంత వస్తుంది? 0.48 రావడం అంటే విచ్ వాల్యూ? 0.48 టీ వాల్యూ టీ వాల్యూ ఏంటమ్మా ఫార్ములా? m into g 200 into 980. సార్ గుడ్ మార్నింగ్. 200 into 980 ఎంత వస్తుంది? 1,60,000 సంథింగ్ అలా వస్తుంది. ఆన్లైన్ లోనే ఉన్నా. బై ఎందుకమ్మా ఫార్ములా ఏంటి? టీ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఎంజీ కదా, మల్టిప్లై కదా, బై కాదు, డినామినేటర్ కాదు కదా. 980 అలా చేయాలి. ఓకే అండి, ఎవరు రాలేదు సార్. సో లిజన్ అండి. సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద total displacement of any point due to the number of ways is simply the vector sum of the displacement produced by the individual waves. That is known as the principle of superposition. The construction of the wave packet. This is this is help in the construction of wave packet. Next, when the momentum of the particle as well as define the wave can be infinite extent. Infinite extent. The free particle moving along the x-axis with the which is as well as define the momentum is describe the infinite plane wave represented by the wave represented by the plane wave represented by the j of x comma t is equal to a naught exponential of I into kx minus omega t j of x comma t is equal to a naught exponential of I into kx minus omega t. That is the formula. Here k is equal to here k is equal to here k is equal to 2 pi by k is equal to 2 capital pi by lambda. That is say k is equal to 2 pi by lambda. That is say. Okay. So here describe the matter. So describe the matter waves in the associated with the particles in the motion a quantity which varies the space is the time required the time space is the space with the time. So the quantity is known as the wave function. The quantity is the known as the wave function. The wave function is equal to what? This one. The wave function j of x comma t. J of x comma t. This is the wave function. This is the wave function. Okay. So that is the wave function. Wave function. So next to j of x comma t. J of x comma t. This is the j of x comma t. The large number of the region in the which a particle found more and small for the regions in which the particle is found less in the found less. The wave function of the matter wave which is confined to the a small region of space known as wave packet and wave packet or wave group. That is the wave group. What is the wave packet? What is the wave packet? J of x comma t is large for the region in which the particle is found more and small for the regions in the which the particle is found less. The wave function of the matter wave function which is the confined the small region of space is known as the wave packet and wave group. That one. So that is equal to the wave packet can be constructed by the superposition. The wave packet can be constructed by the superposition and infinite number of plane waves with slightly difference in the k is equal to what k is equal to k values j of x comma t is equal to j of x comma t is equal to integral of minus infinity to infinity a of k exponential of I into kx minus I into kx minus omega I into kx minus I into what? Omega of k, omega of k, omega of k into which one? T, t exponential value, that is the t into dk, t into dk, t into dk, t into dk, as the form located with the superposition occurs which the leads to the wave group, wave group which the travels with the out of change, the shape is the possible only a of k is equal to a of k is equal to a of k is equal to 0, a of k is equal to 0, the where the expect for the small range k values, expect the small value that is equal to k naught minus k naught minus delta k by 2 less than k less than delta less than k k naught plus delta k by 2, delta k by 2, k naught minus delta k by 2 less than k less than into k naught plus delta k by 2, that is delta k and delta k less than equal to double less than equal to which one? K naught. Here delta k the double less than equal to, this is the k naught, is the k naught value. So that is the expand in the which one? Omega of k. This is the expand in the omega of k. That is expand in the omega of k. The power series, the power series of k minus k naught. The k minus expanding the expanding omega of k, omega of k, omega of k as the power series, the power series which one? K minus k naught, k minus k naught. So the omega of k is equal to omega into k minus k naught minus k minus k naught d omega by dk into d omega by dk into dk into k is equal to k naught plus k naught plus dash dash. That is the value. That is omega of k is equal to omega of k minus k naught. That is into d omega by dk, k is equal to function of k is equal to k naught. That plus the value. The neglecting the higher terms, that is it is the higher terms. That is the higher terms. D omega by dk, that is d omega by dk into k is equal to k naught is equal to what? K minus k naught is equal to k naught, k is equal to k naught is equal to d omega by dk. That is the value. Okay. So here the wave function. Next to the wave function here. What the wave function? J of x comma t. So you are substitute the value wave function j of x comma t, x comma t, j of x comma t. That value substitute your formula. This value and this value are substitute here. This formula here. Which one? This formula you substitute here. Total values, both values here. Okay. So next your substitute formula. J of x comma t is equal to integral of this formula I also substitute here. Wave function value j of x comma t is equal to integral of minus infinity minus infinity a of k exponential into I kx exponential of kx minus I omega naught t plus I k minus k naught into which value? This omega naught t into d omega by dt omega naught by dt t dt. So you are observe this one. The function of the value here x of j of x comma t is equal to is equal to integral of minus infinity k of x exponential of I minus kx. This is the value omega of kx value simplify the which one here the expand in the way of omega of k is equal to k minus k naught value. That is also we are substituted this. Okay, into this value d omega by dk into k is equal to this, that value t down there. This value is d omega by dk into t into dt. That is the value dt. So here adding with the subtracting, adding with and subtracting the k naught x to the exponential k naught x exponential, adding and subtracting subtracting k naught x, that is the exponential k naught x exponential. So that is the equation. So j of x comma t, next j of x comma t, j of x comma t j of x comma t is equal to integral of minus infinity to infinity. This equation amma, this equation you write this exponential a of t sorry, it's on here. This is the a of k. So a of k to exponential of I kx this one minus I omega t plus I into k minus k naught into d omega by dk into t into dt. T into dt. t into dt. So that is f of x comma t, x comma t, x comma t, exponential of, this is the simplification. This is the f of x comma t is equal to exponential of i into omega naught t, omega naught t, sorry, omega naught my k naught, this value here, k naught x minus k naught x minus omega naught t, omega naught t. So that is they adding and subtracting their k naught x exponential. So that is the value. Here I kx you have to calculation the I into k naught. This is the k naught x. Okay. So minus omega naught t. This is the t. Here I value is a common. That is this value is 0 finally. So that is f of x, f of x comma t, f of x comma t is equal to integral of drum integral of ఎంత వచ్చింది, చాలా తక్కువ వచ్చింది ఎందుకు 30 వేరే క్యాలిక్యులేషన్ ఈ 43 52 62 ఇలా వచ్చింది అనుకోండి, ఇది మీకు 37 అలా ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంటూ వెళ్తాము, ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది వాల్యూ వైబ్రేషన్ కరెక్ట్ చేయాలి, రెజొనెన్స్ ఆఫ్ లెంత్ వాళ్ళు కరెక్ట్ చేయాలి. ఇది ఇక్కడ 38 43 48 50 సంథింగ్ అలా వస్తుంది. So f of x comma t is equal to integral of it's one integral of k naught plus delta k by 2 integral of k naught plus delta k by 2 k naught minus delta k by 2 is the function. So represent the a of k is the a of k, this one a of k into exponential of k minus k naught I into k minus k naught into x minus d omega by dk into t dt this is t dt into dt of the value. So dt the represented the plane wave the propagation constant k and angular frequency omega naught, angular frequency propagation constant is equal to k, is equal to k, angular frequency is equal to omega naught. The wave packets move with the droop velocity. The droop velocity is equal to what? Vg droop velocity. Vg is equal to which one? d omega by dk. The individual value of the wave packet, called the phase velocity. That is the phase velocity, the phase velocity Vp is equal to the group velocity Vg is equal to d omega by dt. The phase velocity Vp is equal to d omega by k. That is the value. ఈ కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్ లో అడుగుతాడండి వాల్యూస్ అన్ని. ద గ్రూప్ వెలాసిటీ వాల్యూ Vg is equal to d omega by dk plus the phase velocity the Vp is equal to omega by k. Okay. So this is the finally the principle of superposition and the wave packets. Okay. So this is very very important. This lesson is only one question. Compulsory is came your exam 5 marks question. Okay. So next question, page number 85. Page number 85. Page number 85. So eigenvalue and eigenfunction. Question number 11.2. Eigenvalue and eigenfunction. This is also very very important question. Okay, so eigenvalue and eigenfunction. The eigenvalue and eigenfunction. This is also 5 marks question. Today almost class your 5 marks question only. Okay. So through the understanding the eigenvalue, the physically relevant is the operators of the corresponding to the eigenvectors is essential is in the quantum mechanics. Essential in the quantum mechanics. So in this the explain the further the improvement of the problem, the physical significance of communication, the physical significance of commutation relation will be discussed instructed. So the Schrodinger wave equation, this equation, the Schrodinger wave equation was developed and applied to the simple problem this. So the presented with the position to calculate for the wave function any property the depending on the spatial distribution of particle, the computing the probability for the operator in the general the value. So the expression of expectation value, eigenvalue and eigenfunction. So here J will be behave the function of the state system, the operator on the operator A cap. That is the operator A cap. This is operator. This is the A cap antamani. So A cap such that A cap J of is equal to lambda J. A cap J is equal to lambda J. Lambda is known as the eigenvalue. Lambda J is eigenvalue. This is eigenvalue. This is the eigenvalue. Next to lambda is eigenvalue. A cap and J value is the function. This is eigenfunction. This is the eigenfunctions. So that is the eigenfunction. The equation known as the eigenvalues equation. Well, if the value of lambda is same the different to xi, the eigenvalue set to be degenerate. So this is only 5 marks question, amma. This is also important only enough. Okay. So next set to be the next ఏముంది the eigenvalue of the operator. The display the set to be display the spectrum of the continuous eigenvalue for the continuous spectrum. The certain case in the eigenvalues may be displayed over the certain range and the continuous over the rest. So this is the eigenvalue and eigenfunction. So next question. Next one is page number 89, amma. Page number 89. Page number 89. The dynamical variables and linear operator. Dynamical variables and linear operator. Dynamical variables, the linear operator. The dynamical this is also only 5 marks. It's also only 5 marks. Dynamical variable and linear operator. So this is different type of operators there. Different type of operators. One is abstract operator. Second one is adjacent and self-adjacent operator. Third one is eigenvalue and eigenvector. This is very important. Eigenvalue and eigenvector value. Next to projection operator. Projection operator. Unitary operator. Different type of operators. Here the different type of operators. Abstract operator. First one is here a abstract operator. Abstract operator. So the every dynamical variable here, every dynamical variables a dynamical variable a is a their corresponding a linear moment linear operator. The corresponding is a linear operator a cap dynamical variable dynamical variables will a and linear operator is equal to a cap in the Hilbert space. In the Hilbert space, dynamical variable a and there are the corresponding to the linear operator a cap in the Hilbert space. The operator has a effect of taking each state vector, each state vector, each state vector, state vector, each state vector, each state vector, uh, each state vector of J. State vector is equal to J. These are now denoted by the denoted by is equal to a cap a cap state vector of J. State vector of J. So that is the according to the linearly a cap a cap of a cap of C state vector of J, state vector of J. This is the state vector అంటాము. The state vector. Okay. ఈ bracket ని మనం state vector అంటాం. Okay. State vector J plus C dash state vector of J, state vector of J, state vector of here J here is X. X is equal to C a cap state vector J plus C dash a cap dash state vector X, state vector X. Okay, state vector X. That is abstract operator. That is abstract operator. Next, first one is abstract operator. Second one is adjoint operator, and adjoint and self adjoint operator, adjoint and self adjoint operator. This is the linear operator. This is the linear operator a naught a cap. Therefore, correspond to the adjoint operator a cap. Both value the such that here state vector of J a cap plus state vector of phi. State vector of phi is equal to state vector of phi into state vector of J to star. So this is enough. So next to the since state vector of phi comma state vector J, state vector of comma state vector of J, and arbitrary which one formula bracket of a cap plus a cap plus of plus is equal to a cap is equal to a cap a plus. So the particular operator a cap is the such as is equal to a cap plus is equal to a cap. This is the agenda operators. So that is a simplify the is equal to this is a simplify here state vector of phi, state vector of phi a cap phi a cap a cap jai amma. This one you write this jai is equal to is equal to is equal to state vector of jai a cap of phi. That is the formula. Okay, so this is also you write the star here also star. So here the state vector state vector the state vector state vector state vector phi comma state vector jai is equal to a cap is called the arbitrary arbitrary the adjoint operator.
వాల్యూస్ లో అంతే వస్తుంది సార్.
అంత వస్తున్నాయి
90 కాన్స్టెంట్ పెట్టుకున్నా అంతే వస్తుంది, 75 కాన్స్టెంట్ వస్తుంది.
ఎందుకు కాన్స్టెంట్ పెట్టినది
మనం ఒకటి పెట్టుకుంటాం రైట్ బ్లాక్.
అట్లా మీరు కాన్స్టెంట్ కాదు, అది ఎక్కడ వైబ్రేట్ అనేది ఎక్కువ ఎక్కడ
రాసుకోవచ్చు సార్. వెయిట్ పెరుగుతున్నప్పుడు అవతల బ్లాక్
ఒకటి పక్కకు ఫస్ట్
స్టేబుల్ గా
పెట్టుకుంటాను.
ఎంత చేసిన 39 రాసు. 39 చాలా లెస్ వాల్యూ. ఏసీ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ వాల్యూ 58. సో మీకు 58 ఎక్కడ దరిదాపులో లేదు కదా.
ఇప్పుడు మనం రైట్ సైడ్ పెట్టుకుంటాం కాన్స్టెంట్.
అవును, 2 ఏబి అని చెప్తాను.
అది కాన్స్టెంట్.
ఎనీవన్ యు చేంజ్ దట్, నో ప్రాబ్లం.
వెయిట్ కి చేంజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు.
చేంజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు, కొన్నిలో చేంజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. మధ్యలో వేరియేషన్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ ఎంత వస్తుందని క్యాలిక్యులేషన్ చేయాలి. ఇప్పుడు ఇది ఉన్నాయి కదమ్మా, ఈ రెండింటి మధ్య ఇది ఉంది ఓకేనా. ఈ మధ్య డిస్టెన్స్ ఎంత మెజర్ చేయాలి.
రెండు చేంజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు,
మధ్య ఫైనల్ డిస్టెన్స్ తీసుకెళ్ళాలంటే డిస్టెన్స్
వెయిట్ పెరుగుతున్నా.
So next one is, so next this is very important to eigenvalue and eigenvectors amma. Eigenvalues and eigenvectors. Third one is this one. Eigenvector, eigenvalue and eigenvector. This is 3. This is the dynamical variables and linear operator lo third part, this one. So the eigenvectors, any linear operator is the direction is not changed. The action for the operator which it is gets the multiplies in the eigenvalues a cap to the which the eigenvector belongs according to the Dirac the eigenvalues Dirac the eigenvalues Dirac the eigenvalue Dirac the eigenvalue a dash comma a double dash comma corresponding to the a cap state vector of a. This bracket is the state vector and this is the state vector bracket. So a cap state vector of a is equal to a state vector of a state vector of a. So that is equal to here a cap dash a cap state vector of a dash is equal to A dash state vector of A dash. A dash is state vector of A dash. The A dash is self and adjacent in the value A dash state vector of A dash A dash A dash state vector of A cap state vector of state vector of A dash A cap state vector A is equal to of A cap state vector of A dash state vector of A dash star. This is the star. Okay, this is the star. So here A dash state vector of A dash state vector of A is equal to A dash of state vector A dash is equal to vector of equal to star. That is equal to finally that is equal to which one? Which one? A dash star edbra A dash. A dash equal to A dash. Here, the small question is the commutative. Here also this one. Here, A dash. Okay. So, therefore, A edbra A dash A dash A dash A is equal to ket vector A into A minus A star A minus A dash star A dash star is equal to 0 is equal to 0 is equal to 0. Therefore state vector A is equal to A dash and then A is equal to A dash. A is equal to A dash. Therefore, A ket vector A is equal to ket vector into A minus A dash into star. Star is equal to 0. Here the A is equal to A star. A is equal to A star. That is eigenvalue. This is the eigenvalue. Every value is eigenvalue. Next, projection operator. Projection operator. Projection operator. The projection operator. Suppose A cap is the observable, so that the eigenvalue vectors from the complete the set, then J of state vector of J is equal to summation state vector of J is equal to vector of J is equal to summation A CA delta A dash is equal to CA dash CA dash. Okay, CA dash. Taking the scalar product of scalar product state vector of A dash and using the orthonormality it brought as the A cap A dash J of state vector is equal to summation A CA delta A dash is equal to CA dash that the CA dash here value this one only CA value is equal to a state vector A of J state vector A of J, that is state vector of J the state vector of J is equal to summation A state vector A and A of J state vector of J. So that is the right hand side. This is the left and right LHS and RHS. The right hand side is the vector of the magnitude is the scalar product of which value A state vector A and state vector J. The direction is the state vector of A is the projection of state vector J on the state vector A and state vector J. That is the projection of operator. Next to unitary operator. Fifth one is this is fourth one. Unitary operator. The unitary operator capital U. The according to the equation capital U cap place capital U is cap place into cap is equal to 1. Here U place is equal to minus E cap. This is also cap. That is equal to U say. Okay. So this is only U cap is the only unitary operator. The actions the operator on the state vector J the state vector J the normal unchanged the value the U cap state vector of J is So this value is equal to which one? J of u cap a state vector of j of u plus u state vector of j that is equal to j is equal to this is equal to what? State vector of j state vector of j this sum of j that is equal to u cap state vector of j is equal to this sum. This is the unitary operator. This is the unitary operator. Okay. This is only 5 marks question. Sometime is given a question that is not important very. Okay. So first is your operators the formulas only. So next very important 10 marks question is next 10 marks question amma Yr-MSc theorem. Yr-MSc theorem. Yr-MSc theorem. F is a silent word. Yr-MSc theorem. This is very important. 10 marks question. Compulsory question this one. 10 marks question only. Yr-MSc theorem. The Yr-MSc theorem is corresponding to the between motion of the classical particle, motion of the classical particle, the motion of the classical particle and motion of the wave packet. Motion of the classical particle and motion of the wave packet. Wave packet. This is very important question. Compulsory question of mine. Motion of the wave packet. That consider the one-dimensional motion of the particle. Or consider the one-dimensional motion of the one-dimensional motion of the particle of mass m mass m. So this is d of x by dt is equal to dou by dou t integral of minus infinity to infinity j star x dx. This is the formula x dx. Dx by dt is equal to dou by dou x into integral of minus infinity to infinity j star x dx. So this is the differentiating. This equation is differentiating. So you are differentiating this equation. integral of minus infinity to infinity, This is only this formula. This formula UV method amma. UV formula. This formula UV method formula. You are simplify the differentiating only this one. So dou xi star by dou xi star by dou t into x xi x into x xi plus xi star dou xi by dou t. Here is also x into dx. So all of you are observed here clearly. This is run xi star x dx. Okay. So you are simplify the UV method formula. You are observe all of you. Dou xi by dou t dou xi star by dou t into x xi okay, plus xi star into x into x to dou xi by dou t into dx. That is the UV formula another. You know? So this is the simplification of the differentiating equation. This one. Once again you are repeat. Here dou xi star by dou t. So this is x xi plus xi star x into dou xi by dou t into dx. That is the value. So here two values there. Dou xi by dou t is equal to minus h card minus h card by 2 mi into delta square xi minus 2m by h card square mu xi. This is the formula. Dou xi by dou t is equal to minus h star by 2mi into delta square xi minus 2m by h star square mu xi. Next to dou xi star by dou t is equal to h card by 2mi 2mi delta square xi star minus 2m by h card square mu xi star. Okay, you are observe this one. Dou xi by dou t is equal to minus h star by 2mi into delta square xi minus 2m by h star square mu xi value. Next to dou xi star by dou t is equal to h card by 2mi into delta square xi star. Here xi star is also your xi star there. There is also xi value also derivative xi value there. So delta square xi star minus 2m by h star square mu xi star. Okay. So the two values you noted this formula there only dou xi by dou t value and dou xi star by dou t value, two formulas that one. The two formulas you are substitute here formula here. Equation ఉంది కదా ఈ ఈక్వేషన్ సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేయండి both equation formulas. Okay, you are substitute all of that. So d of x by dt, d of x by dt is equal to integral of minus infinity h start by 2mi j star value. This one, dou j by dou star value is equal to this. So your formula you are substituting here. Into delta square j star minus 2m by h star square mu j star into x j plus j star x dou j by dou t value, which value? This formula. So this is a substitute into minus h star by 2mi into dou square j minus 2mi h star square mu j into total dx. Okay, so that formula you are derivative the both side for your listen. Here is I value denominator. Here is I value denominator and here is denominator is I. Okay, so both one side is the multiply the I square, so this is the I square value. The common is the here I value, here one here I value, here is I value is the common. So numerator I square value, denominator I value cancel, numerator which value remaining I value. So you write the next step formula. The same time here you have multiplied the derivative with the equation finally minus 2mi this value here, minus 2mi this value here also cancel, your minus your plus, you multiply the next step is also first your next step you also you write this one, no? D of x by dt is equal to integral of minus infinity h start. So here numerator is cancel, I h start by 2m into delta square j star minus 2m. Don't cancel this step low. This is also next step is cancel there. So 2m by h star square mu j star x j plus j star x into minus is the multiply, I h start by 2m. Here minus is came. Okay, this is minus. So here delta square j plus here minus into minus plus 2m by h star square delta mu j into dx. So here plus 2m by h star square mu delta j, here minus 2mi. So this value and this value is a cancel. Okay, that value is a cancel, remaining is a cancel. So this is also star amount. That is also remaining a cancel. Remaining a value, cancel the remaining a value. Minus I is equal to I h start by 2m. This is I h start by 2m. That is also 2m value. Here is also 2m value is a common. So 2m integral of integral of minus infinity to infinity. Remaining what? This one. This one is the delta square value. X j star. X j star. Dou square j by dou t square. Dou t square. Dou t square. Dou x square. Here, amma. Dou x square minus x j. Minus x j. Which one? Minus x j. Minus x j. X j minus the total value gamma square j star plus gamma square gamma x square into dx. This is say amma. This is say. Which one is the say? Remain the value j star value and dx value is that value only. So that is not minus, only into. Okay. X j. So here consider the integral of minus infinity to infinity, integral of minus infinity to infinity into x j star sorry, that one, x j only, j dou square j by dou square j star by dou x square dou x square into dx so into dx the integrating the twice parts the integrating the twice the parts the parts using the condition is the condition j that the terms to extends to infinity, plus or minus infinity, Board is not clear, Andy. Anybody, please? Please, anyone? Board is not clear. So this is the equation. So next to the integral of minus infinity to infinity x j dou square j star by dou x square dx is equal to integral of minus infinity to infinity j star j star dou square x j by dou x square dx. So simplify this equation. Integral of minus infinity to infinity j star into 2 derivative this one. This is the derivative this one. 2 dou j star by dou x square derivative this one 2x, this one 2x dou j star by dou x plus dou square j by dou x square plus into dx into dx into dx into this is x sum here x to dx. So this value substitute here equation, which equation 12.4. This value we are verify the equation 12.4. Equation 12.4. d of x by dx dx d of x by dx is equal to I h dot by 2m integral of minus infinity x j star dou square j by dou x square j by dou x square minus 2. This formula you are substitute this one here 2 dou j star by dou x minus now multiply the minus, so minus x into dou square j by dou x square into dx square into dx square into dx. So minus 2 minus 2 j star 2 j star here dou j by dou x minus j star x. This is random j star x gamma star j by gamma x square into dx. Equation 12.4 you are observed. Equation 12.4 you are observed. Okay. So here we come on the I h dot by 2m. Simplify the I h dot by 2m. Integral of minus infinity to infinity j star of x dou square j by dou x square x dou square j by dou x square minus 2 dou j by dou x minus x gamma star j by gamma x square into dx. Here common the j star value. Here j star value, here j star and j star value is the common. This is the common. Okay. So remaining this total value here, the total value L by M. We say this value, total value L by M integral of minus infinity to infinity j of j star minus I h dot dou by dou x minus I h dot dou by dou x j into dx that is equal to that is equal to the total value here. The total value is say px. You say px. This is the say the total value px. You say the px value. Okay. So that is cross multiplication is the m value. This one m d of x by dx is equal to what? Px is equal to px is equal to px. The linear limit the wave packets reduce to the point bracket of x is equal to x of x is equal to x and bracket of px is equal to px is equal to px. Okay, that is also simplify the this one here m dx by dt. Here is also dt amount dx by dt is equal to px is equal to px. So that value px is equal to which value? This is the px value. So this value is substituted here, formula here. Okay. Next to here x is equal to px. Here x value is the x value. Here px is equal to px. That value simplify the next to d of px is equal to px by dt. D of px by dt. That is the derivative of equation. Next only first is the x term. This is the x term. Second one is px term. First one is x term only. This is the simplification part, first part only. So second is d of px by dt. This is also t only dt. Okay. So that is the simplify the equation. The equation next to mdx by dt is equal to px. M dx by dt is equal to px. Therefore, d of px by dt, dfx of dt is equal to d by dt integral of minus infinity to infinity d by dt into infinity j star into minus h start minus I h start minus I h start dou by dou x into j dx. So this is also similarly above the equation. This is not a same alane simplification cheyali first that. So simplification is equal to I h start integral of minus infinity to infinity dou j star by dou x t dou j star by dou t minus into dou j by dou x.
సార్ 40 వచ్చింది.
ఎందుకు మీకు అలా వస్తుంది?
అది రెండు మార్చినా అంతే కదా వస్తుంది.
మార్చి చేసినా అట్లాగే వస్తుంది సార్. చాలా
రెండు మార్చినా
మినిమం 45 అయినా రావాలమ్మా. పెన్సిల్ ఉందా? పెన్సిల్ తీసుకోండి. Plus j star dou j by dou t. Can you see the equation also? Into dou j by dou x into j of dx.
ఏం చేస్తామంటే ఫైనల్లో నేను ఇస్తాను 38 46 52 58 64 దీనిలో చేయండి ఫస్ట్ ఇలా యాడ్ చేస్తే ఇవే రివర్స్ చేస్తే సరేనా అది ఫైనల్ ఇంకా క్యాలిక్యులేషన్ కంప్లీట్ అయింది అది
So let's listen amma. So j star dou j by dou x into j into dx dx. Okay, dx. So substituting the value substituting the value of dou j by dou t and dou j star by dou t. That will understand starting equations amma. Starting equation, this is also same, simplify this equation, substitute the equation. First starting equation mean what? Question equation this one 12.3 below equations. Dou j by dou t value, dou j star by dou t value, that both equations you are substitute here. This equation you are substitute that. Same process is this is also same, simplify the first equation is also. So next to d by dx of px is equal to h star square by 2m integral of minus infinity to infinity j star dou j by dou x into dou square j by dou x minus dou square j star by dou x square into dou j by dou x into dx plus integral of minus infinity to infinity mu j star dou j by dou x minus j star gamma mu by gamma x into j of dx. So this is the h star square by 2m integral of minus infinity to infinity. So dou by dou x into j star multiply this dou square. Already this is only dou j and that is value dou square j by dou x square dou square j by dou x j star dou square j by dou x square minus dou j by dou j star by dou x into dou square j by dou x square minus dou square j star by dou x square dou j by dou x into dx plus integral of minus infinity to infinity j star There is a minus dou mu by dou x into z dx. Z dx. Z dx. That is a common. Here simplification the here also same value is the cancel. Remaining minus h star square by 2m integral of minus infinity to infinity dou by dou x j star dou square j by dou x square plus minus sorry dou square j by dou square j by dou x square minus this one. This is a dou by dou x is a common amma. Here this one here dou by dou x is a common, so that is also same. Dou by dou x is a common here. Remaining here dou j star by dou x into dou j by dou x into dx plus minus bracket dou mu by dou x okay. So the integrating the first term is 0. Here the first term is 0. The x proportional to plus or minus infinity. That d by dx d by dt is equal to dpx by dt is equal to this is minus dou by dou mu by dou x by this one. This is the equation. So that is equal to this one, the dpx by dt is equal to minus dou mu by dou x dou mu by dou x is equal to what? Fx say okay fx so p is equal to Edbra the p is equal to m dr by dt mdr by dt f is equal to what? D by this one d by of p by dt. So I delta delta is selected to the operator is selected to the operator so the operator what? Finally dpx dp by dt dt is equal to minus f. This is equation. Okay, this is very important question here. Is a very important. This block is a 10 marks question, compulsory question only. This is repeat question. Okay, no? So today's class is over. Okay, no? Okay, thank you, Andy. Today compulsory question theory low exam low. This 10 marks question compulsory question. Next eigenvalue and eigenvector 5 marks question plus which one next? Eigenvalues and eigenfunction, eigenvalues and eigenvector plus page number 82 amma. The principle of superposition of wave packet. కంపల్సరీ మీ థియరీలో 15 మార్క్స్ క్వశ్చన్ ఈరోజు కంపల్సరీ క్వశ్చన్ ఉంటుందమ్మా. దీనిలో మన ప్రిన్సిపల్ ఆఫ్ సూపర్ పొజిషన్ ఆఫ్ అండ్ వేవ్ ప్యాకెట్ అన్న ఉంటుంది, ఐడెన్ వాల్యూ అండ్ ఐడెన్ ఫంక్షన్ అన్న ఉంటుంది. సో నెక్స్ట్ ఒకటి ఈ క్వశ్చన్ మిస్ అయింది. ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ దిస్ క్వశ్చన్ ఇస్ రీడ్ పేజ్ నెంబర్ 88 అమ్మా. పేజ్ నెంబర్ 88 క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్ 12.2 Diracs, Bra and Ket notation. Diracs, Bra and Ket notation, page number 88. That is very important question, 5 marks question. ఈ క్వశ్చన్ అన్న ఉంటుంది ప్లస్ ఐడెన్ వాల్యూ ఐడెన్ వెక్టర్ అన్న ఉంటుంది అమ్మా కంపల్సరీ థియరీలో. ఓకేనా? థ్యాంక్ యూ అండి. ఎనీబడి ప్లీజ్? థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Thank you, sir.
ఓకే అండి.